Hey yo, what is up guys? Boom, Young Flame, and here bringing y'all Flame videos. Anyways, I just wanted to bring in that SAVAGE Savage video about Young Flame. And this video, all it really is actually about is how to make some extra money in GTA Online. One of these can be with the click of a button and more. So anyways, the first way that I'm going to show you is to trade in properties you don't really need. Now, if you want to keep them, then this is not, I'm not forcing you to do it, but anyways, yeah. So if you go on low-end properties and go all the way down to the bottom, this is the cheapest property in the game, which is a 2-car garage. It's only $25,000, and I know you can't sell properties in this game, but you can trade them in, which is good. So if I were you, trade in some properties to make some extra money if you don't need the garage space. But even if you do need the garage space, what you can do is, if you already have all the vehicles bought for that 10-car garage, if you do buy a 2-car garage, you won't lose them and you can still drive them. You just can't go in your garage and get them. They'll all be put in a thing called storage. Like, there's a whole, if you go in your garage and I go on the right thing, it'll say storage. But anyways, what you do is you could just call up your mechanic and it'll tell you all the vehicles that's in storage. So if you did plan on buying a 2-car garage, just know that you can only store 2 cars in there and physically walk in the garage and pull like one of the 2 out. But if you call your mechanic on your phone, he could bring you any car that's in storage. You just can't put anything in storage like after you buy the garage, which is kind of weird. But it will go in storage, anything that's currently in the garage. So if you did want to, you could buy all the cars and then throw it in storage. But Penthouse Suite 3, that's the $1.1 million penthouse, the most expensive one in the game. And that one, if you trade it in, you'll get $440,000. But minus the $25,000, you're only going to be looking at $415,000. So that is the $1.1 million. So you'll get $415,000. Even though you paid $1,100,000. So in a way, you're losing a lot of money. So that's not really like all the way worth it. But if you don't need your penthouse anymore, because it's been in the game a while, it's not like something brand new. If you did no longer really care for it and had other apartments, or even if you don't need to spawn there because you got a nightclub or whatever the case may be, and you want to get that extra, $415,000 and do it. My Wild Oats, this is that $800,000 stilt house that sells for $400,000 minus the trade-in price. You're looking at like $375,000. So that's still not bad. At all $375,000. That'd be a good bit. And then Integrity Way, that's an apartment on Integrity Way. I don't know how much I paid for that. Hillcrest, I'm not sure neither. I think it was like $470,000 for that. So has a trading price of $285,500, and that's also before the $25,000 trade-in. North Conquer, $304,800. I think I bought that for $650,000 or $700,000, something like that. Maybe $750,000. I don't really know, but trade-in price is only $304,000 on that. And then Del Perro, I think, was like something. But anyways, I didn't really make this to tell you how much each apartment was. I just wanted to tell you that. And you don't have to go with that 1-2-car garage, but just think, anything above that price-wise, you are going to be spending more. That's why I just said if you wanted to do that. And it will put all your vehicles in storage, so in case you're worrying about losing them. But like I said, once you buy that 2-car garage, there is not going to be more space than 2 cars that you can buy. So if you already have 2 cars in there, you can't buy more. But if you already had more than 2 cars in that 10-car or even a 6-car garage, but if it's a 6-car garage, you're not really going to get much, I don't think. So most likely you're selling a high-end apartment for it, or trading it in, I should say. If you did have more than that in there than 2 cars, it'll just put them all in storage. So if I were you, maybe get 10 or just as many as you can, so it throws them all in storage. Because once there, if you don't have more garage space, you're going to be kind of SOL. But yeah, so that's another thing you could do, you know, trade it in for a cheaper property like that. Like I said, the $25,000 one's your best bet. That's just to get, you know, money if you're not in the mood to grind and you just want to get a little bit of extra money to maybe buy a new car. But even if, you know, if you had a penthouse, you're only getting 400 and what, 15,000. So that's not really that good of a car. You'd already have to have some money and whatnot. Just thinking about how much cars are in this game. Another thing you could do is always heist, you know, Doomsday. Oh, people coming out my way. Doomsday heist. You can do the regular heist. Those take time, and you need a crew to play them with that you know is good and won't die. Cause, all honesty, I don't mind doing the heist, but when you have a team that's dying, I like 0 deaths in every setup, and even in the finale, 0 deaths, 0 mess ups. When it says failed, then you gotta take all that time to restart it, pressing R2 and all that. Then finally, once it loads you in, you know, it sucks. And so I like, if you can get a heist done all in one shot, it's not too hateful, it's still boring, but when people start failing it because they're messing around or dying, that all just really ruins the heist and just makes me want to not do them at all. So heists are real boring to start with, but afterwards they're super boring. Another thing you could do is sell cars that you don't drive anymore. So yeah, that's pretty cool, you know, just selling cars that you don't really need. I mean, you know, that would all be on you, what you don't drive and stuff, but you could sell cars. The only thing is, it's like the apartments, you don't even get what you put into them, you know, 1.1 million, and even though that's, ooh, crap, this car handles horrible. Anyways, 1.1 million only giving you 400 some thousand, you know, isn't really that good. And that's how cars are. You could put 2.5 million into a car and it only sells for 1.5. You're losing a whole million on that. So I definitely, you get like less than half on some cars, for real. On all cars you do, but some aren't as bad as the other, you know, 200 some thousand for a Massacre you paint and you upgrade it, and it still sells for 170. That's still a huge loss, but it's not like $1 million loss. Like some cars, like if you were to buy an X80, fully upgrade it and then get like rid of it, it's not good, because they you know, when you do that, you just lose so much money. But yeah, you can sell cars you don't use anymore. That's just the worst, because think about if you didn't buy it or anything. But that's the thing in GTA, you lose money all the time and then you make money, and oh, that's like real life, you know. You might buy something and it won't be worth as much if you go to sell it. And I mean, it's like real life in a way. But yeah, this car's all screwed up. Made me look like a horrible driver. Look, it's like all crunched in. It's like tilting to the right. I gotta keep pushing it to the left, or else it goes to the right slowly. Like that. I should repair it. But I mean, yeah, all that, you know, selling stuff you don't really need. Too bad there is no way to trade in or sell clothes that you've already purchased. But yeah, I mean, it's just not something that's in the game. What else could you do to make money? I mean, yeah, you do have all the businesses. I don't really know how the nightclub businesses are. Stupid elegy tilting to the left. Now it's all stuck. Anyways, the nightclub, like the way that they're set up, I don't really know. I never played them or nothing, so I couldn't tell you. But I still, personally, for my businesses, I have the nightclub, which is pretty cool. That makes me a little bit of money. Although my popularity on my nightclub dropped all the way to 0. Even I did a popularity mission, it didn't even help it at all. It still kept dying down, so maybe you have to do a couple of them, even if you already did one. I'm not sure how that really works. But yeah, but the nightclub still, if you keep your popularity up, it'll give you, I guess it'll give you more money. Right now my money's not going up at all because I have no popularity, but you can get 70,000 every once in a while with that. That'll help you, even though you're probably, actually in a way, I mean, it'll help after buying the nightclub, but you'll probably, with that 70,000, even if you get that every couple of days, that'll probably never make up for the cost you spent on the nightclub to begin with, unless like you have a nightclub for years. Well, I mean, play GTA for years. I guess eventually 70,000 each. Yeah, I mean, you got all the businesses like cocaine, that pays really well. The weed pays decent, not like the cocaine though. All the rest are pretty shitty. I just do cocaine. You can do the special cargo shipments. Those are always good. You can do vehicle cargo, that pays decent. That's for quick money. If you have a vehicle warehouse, dude, you get a couple high-end vehicles, keep stealing them. If you have 4 high-end vehicles and you do the thing to customize them, that's how you make the most money. You gotta pay to customize them and then sell them. I think you get $100,000 per car, something like that. But then you gotta also take that out. I think it's like $25,000 for a high-end vehicle to customize it, so it's $25,000 per car to customize. So really you're only making like $300,000 because of the customized costs. But still, that's not bad. You can make $300,000 real quick selling 4 cars fully customized. So that's another way. It's better than the apartments, I'd say, because you're not getting rid of anything, but the apartments are still good if you don't need them. No use in wasting space in GTA. And yeah. Ooh, I just green light from the controller in my face because I pushed my controller up. But yeah, I mean, there's ways. Oh, I hate this. I hate the way the LG drives. I'm just getting a stupid GTR, blowing it up. I hate it. It's the worst. They need to make a Mark II version of that. Anyways, though, that's really it. I mean, clothing wise, I mean, you go rob stores and stuff. That doesn't really pay well at all, though. I don't know. If I were you, I'd just go with, you know, what suits you best. Anyways, this be your boy Flame, make another Flame Savage video. Just be him signing out. Peace. I will catch you guys in the next video after I show you my awesome Supra. Yeah.